Hello everybody and welcome to PAWL, the Professional Association Wrestling League. This is PAWL Superstars of Today. I am your commentator for both Heatwave, Superstars of Today, and whatever this great wrestling company puts out, Luke Daniels. Thank you for joining us as we have our general manager of the Superstars of Today, Shawn Michaels, making his way out to the ring. It's going to be very interesting to see what he has to say. The Heartbreak Kid, always charismatic, wearing his little D-Generation X shirt and his blue jeans. He sure is loving retirement, but hey, he couldn't stay away. I guess he just had to come be a general manager. If you did not see our last episode, Heatwave, our other brand of wrestling that we do, go back and check it. Kane was the general manager. We had 5 amazing matches that involved superstars such as Zack Ryder, Chris Jericho, Antonio Cesaro, Heath Slater, Batista, John Cena, Evan Bourne, Brock Lesnar, the PWL champion, and many more. Just a great show. Go check it under playlist. And I believe Shawn Michaels is about to speak, so turn it over the floor to our general manager. Whoa, what a match! Whoa, a triple threat match. That's going to be pretty good. Looks like Shawn Michaels was one-upping Kane here tonight. Thought Heatwave of good superstars today looks to be even better. And folks, I do want to clarify something. I think even Shawn Michaels said it. Me and Shawn Michaels are getting confused. Our CPV is no forgiveness. For some reason, I and Shawn Michaels and a bunch of other people have been saying it is no surrender. But it is no forgiveness. So if I misquote it or anybody else misquotes it, we're just still getting used to it. So it is no forgiveness. It is not no surrender. Sorry about that. But anyway, a great set of matches here set up tonight. Our first one includes the tag team champions Seth Rollins, Dean Ambrose, and Roman Reigns, The Shield, versus Dolph Ziggler and the Primetime Players, Titus O'Neil and Darren Young. We have Sheamus versus Cody Rhodes. We have a triple threat match is for the #1 contendership to the Intercontinental title. JBL versus Jack Swagger versus Rey Mysterio. We have Kofi Kingston versus Mark Henry, and we have a World Heavyweight Championship match. What a night it is going to be on Superstars of Today. I think Shawn Michaels has one up Kane because we're having a great list of matches tonight. I'm ready for that world title match. I think the Yes Movement's going to win it. I think Daniel Bryan can beat Edge. Anyway, here comes a fan favorite of the PAWL universe, the Primetime Players. They're trying to make moves and get into the tag team title hunt. They might be the #1 contenders, especially if them and Dolph Ziggler can win this match. They should be the #1 contenders in my mind. We'll see what HBK does. And at this part of the broadcast, I just want to remind you that no copyright infringement is intended. And here comes the show-off, Dolph Ziggler. And so you might think that with the Shield, 2 members of the Shield, Dean Ambrose and Seth Rollins, being the tag team champions and the Primetime Players being a tag team, that this match has more at stake for the Primetime Players. But let me assure you, Dolph Ziggler has a lot to do in this match. Even though we already have a #1 contender, or we're going to have a #1 contender from the United States Championship, Dolph Ziggler can very well get his Guerrero get his stock in there. Maybe, you know, whoever wins the world title match, if he can defeat the Shield, he might deserve a match, either a number one contenders match or maybe just a match to be the world champion. Dolph Ziggler is a great competitor, just like on Heatwave, as I said earlier this week in Heatwave. We have a lot of talented superstars. It seems like everybody could have a title. They're just all that talented. We have a lot of even talented superstars. But anyway, in this 6-man tag team match, normal rules apply. 1 man from each team is in the ring. You have to tag in and out, hold on to the tag rope to be tagged. The first team to get a pinfall or submission, or I guess count out or disqualification, will be the winners. It is not an elimination tag team match, i.e. Survivor Series. So anyway, Seth Rollins will be starting it out for the Shield, and Darren Young will be starting out for the Primetime Players and Ziggler. For interesting action, Seth Rollins now sweeping the legs and now trying to go top rope and a nice cross body, but no, he misses. And so now Darren Young going on the attack. No, Seth Rollins reverses and a nice Russian leg sweep there. Sweeping the leg of Darren Young. And now whipping him into the ropes. And a nice tag team over there as Roman Reigns takes down the thing. And Seth Rollins dives, but he misses. So Seth Rollins is missing a lot, and it's really hurting him. And now Roman Reigns and Seth Rollins are going to double team on the outside. A kick to the gut and a DDT. A nice move there by the Shield. And so when Seth Rollins gets back into the ring, and Darren Young's trying to fight off Roman Reigns, and a nice forearm there. He's still fighting off Roman Reigns. He might need to get back in the ring so he's not disqualified. Looks like Dean Ambrose just decked somebody as he has made the tag. And so now the legal men are Dean Ambrose and Darren Young. So now Darren, a nice float over DDT there by Mr. No Days Off. So now Darren Young looking to make the tag. Nope. Dean Ambrose fights him off, throws him into the Shield's corner. The Shield like to isolate their opponents and wear one man down in order to get the win. And so it'll be interesting to see if they employ that strategy. I talked a little bit earlier about how the Primetime Players and Dolph Ziggler have a lot in this match to win. The Shield also have a lot in this match to lose. If they lose, you know, all of a sudden, you know, we'll probably have number one contenders for the tag titles. Dolph Ziggler may be facing them. There's a lot to lose in the Shield, and there normally is when you're a champion like the Shield, like Dean Ambrose and Seth Rollins are, but not Roman Reigns. So right now Titus O'Neil and Roman Reigns are in this match. Getting back to the action, Titus just hammering away on Roman Reigns and decks him here, or it's not Roman Reigns, excuse me, Seth Rollins. And so Seth Rollins throws him back into the Shield's corner, and a nice forearm smash there. And so what is Seth Rollins doing? Nice drop kick. Not able to knock down the big Titus O'Neil, but is able to stall him a little bit. And now Titus, no. Seth Rollins able to reverse, but now Titus O'Neil gets that arm and a nice belly-to-belly suplex there, grounding the agile Seth Rollins. And now just slamming his arm, trying to weaken his arm. And now the tag is made to the show-off former World Heavyweight Champion Dolph Ziggler. And he misses with that move again. And Dolph Ziggler with a nice drop kick. A picture-perfect drop kick, one of the best in the game. And here comes one of that signature headlock. And while most people think this is showing off, when you saw him go up in the air with his feet in the air, that's putting all his weight on the head of Seth Rollins. So it's actually being more effective. So not only is Dolph Ziggler showing off, he's also getting the job done. And a poke to the eye to Dolph Ziggler by Seth Rollins. And now Dolph Ziggler pulls him back and a big knee to the gut there. Trying to wear down the midsection of Seth Rollins. And now the tag is made back into big Titus O'Neil. Titus hammers him away. Rollins groggy against the ropes. And now a big forearm and another big forearm. So 2 straight big forearms to Seth Rollins. And now working on that other arm here. And now cover 1, 2, no. A kick out by Seth Rollins. And now trying to hammer him away again. And looking for Enziguri, but Titus got out of the way. And a nice kick there. Seth Rollins does probably need to make a tag. And he does to Dean Ambrose. So the 2 men of the Shield that are champions, Ambrose and Rollins, the tag team champions, working like a unit here. Roman Reigns is off the apron, but he joins back on. Of course, all 3 of these men are a unit, but 2 of them are tag team champions. And a nice sidewalk slam there, or a version of the sidewalk slam. You see that gets Roman Reigns fired up. And now looks to tag into Roman Reigns, and the Shield is trying to do their strategy of isolating one man, but Titus O'Neil's fighting back, and I slam there. No, O'Neil, no. Reigns is able to counter. The two biggest men in these match, the two powerhouses of each team, in here now, and Roman Reigns of the Shield is able to gain back control. And a nice Samoan drop right there by the cousin of The Rock, or the uncle, or the nephew of The Rock. And they're looking for another Samoan drop, and another big Samoan drop. Now whipping him into the corner as he bounces off, but Titus is able to get behind him and just slap him to try to wear him down. And now Titus throwing Reigns into his corner, trying to make a tag here. Will he? No, Reigns reverses. But O'Neal kicks him off, kicks him, and now makes a tag into his tag team partner, Darren Young, and a nice clothesline there, knocking down Darren Young for Roman Reigns. Of course, it is arguable that Roman Reigns is the best member of the Shield. That is arguable. Oh, and a nice Samoan drop there, lifting him up and then just picking him. What strength by Roman Reigns. Now just hammering away. I'm going to give it to, I know I said a lot about this about Kane, but this might even be a better match card. We're having a great match to kick off Superstars of today. As now a tag is made into Ziggler. Oh, and a nice clothesline. What a clothesline there by Roman Reigns. Just knocking Ziggler down. Now Ziggler throwing Reigns into the corner. No, Reigns reverses. No, Ziggler drop kicks him out, but Roman Reigns is able to catch the leg in a big lariat there. Big muscle Roman Reigns now throwing him to the ropes, and another big Samoan drop. Roman Reigns is taking over this match. See, taunting to the crowd, but that might have been a bad idea. Is now when you have Dolph Ziggler as your opponent, you might not want to do anything to harm you. And now a big DDT there. Ziggler dragging him, looking for a pin here. No, and a kick up by Reigns. Reigns not really that worn down. And so both members of the Shield are ready, if available, to tag. And now, Dolph Ziggler looking to lock in the sleeper hold. Will this be it? Will Reigns tap out? Sleeper hold. Sleeper hold. No, Ambrose breaks it up before Roman Reigns has the possibility of tapping. Now Ziggler dragging him to the corner. And another kick out by Reigns. And now Reigns blocks it. Oh, and a nice kick knocking down Ziggler. So now Roman, no, Ziggler with a waist lock. Ziggler throwing him up against the ropes. No, and Roman gets the STO to connect. Now what are we going to do here? Roman throwing him up against the ropes. Looking for that big clothesline. He knocks him down. And he's setting up for the spear. And he knocks him down again. So two of those big clotheslines by Roman Reigns. Not catching him flush, but they're knocking him down. And he looks for it again, but Dolph Ziggler has to press this mount to roll him up and gets a rope break out of it. And a big forearm connects. Nice forearm there for Reigns. And I'm trying to make the tag to Ambrose. So Ambrose makes the tag, but Ziggler is able to duck that punch. And makes the tag into Mr. No Days Off. And now the tag is made back into Reigns. And a spear! A spear by Reigns! What explosiveness! One! No! Ziggler breaks it up. That probably was going to be a pinfall. It's just a spear out of nowhere, but Ziggler breaks it up. What a spear by Roman Reigns. And now Roman Reigns may be bad, knocking off Ziggler. So now Reigns and Young, the legal men, are looking for another Samoan drop. Roman Reigns has been the most dominant man in this match. Samoan drop, and Reigns getting fired up now. Darren Young has got to be hurting. And a big headbutt there. And now Reigns going to the top rope. That's a strange sight. And it didn't pay off as he was going for an elbow drop, but Darren Young counters. And now Darren makes the tag into Titus. But no, Reigns ducks it. And a big kick to Titus O'Neil. What a match coming on right now to kick off Superstars of today. Great action only on PAWL. And now Reigns picking him up. Another Samoan drop, and Reigns is dominating this match. And now a tag into Seth Rollins. Seth Rollins with a springboard crossbody. And now going to the top rope. The more agile Rollins. Double knees to the gut. And no. O'Neil reverses the whip. And Ziggler with a low blow off the apron. I don't know if the referee saw it or if it doesn't matter. But a big low blow there. And now Rollins is able to reverse it. And Rollins has got to be hurting from that now. And now Titus kicks him off the apron. It looks like he hit his head on the canvas, actually. So Rollins got damaged a lot just from that. So now Titus is in the ring. Seth Rollins is going to be back in the ring. Ziggler just tried to elbow drop him. And now Ziggler picking him up. Looks like Titus went out of the ring for some reason. Now look, Seth Rollins is going back in the ring. And Titus needs to be careful not to make sure to be counted out. So does Seth. Okay, now he goes back in the ring. So Seth is in the ring. And he's attacking Dolph Ziggler. Dean Ambrose is in the ring. So Seth is attacking Dolph Ziggler and Dean Ambrose is in the ring right now. And Seth Rollins, Ziggler's not the legal man, but a nice move there. And now here comes Titus. So what is Seth Rollins thinking now? Dean Ambrose catches him and the knee to the gut. And so now Seth Rollins throws him in the corner. Maybe looking for that power bomb. Picks him up. Nice strength serve by Seth Rollins, and he drops him right on the turnbuckle. That's gotta hurt. What a move there. And so what's he thinking? No, Titus is able to counter. Now Titus up against the ropes. Backbreaker, neckbreaker combination from Seth Rollins. And so now Titus is able to reverse. Elbow to the gut, and looking for the Tower of London. Probably one of the most painful moves. And now making the tag into Ziggler. And Ziggler going for the pin immediately. 1, 2. No, the Shield is able to break it up. Now Ziggler. Oh, Ziggler! Sleeper! 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 Ziggler going for the sleeper! He's going to try to make him tap. He did this with Roman. And Rollins taps! Rollins taps! Ziggler and the primetime players have just defeated the Shield. Darren Young, Titus O'Neil, and Dolph Ziggler have just defeated the Shield. Dolph Ziggler submits Seth Rollins. Dolph Ziggler makes him tap. And they're able to beat the Shield. And I gotta be thinking, for Ziggler, big things in the future. For O'Neil and Young, gotta be a title shot. HBK, no doubt, was watching this. And I guess he's gonna have to plan accordingly. What a match to kick it off. This was around a 10-minute match to kick it off. A great match, great action, only found here on the Professional Association Wrestling League. And just a really great match overall. Oh, if every match would be like this, we'll have a tremendous night. But the big story here is in 6-man tag, the primetime players and Dolph Ziggler are able to knock off the Shield. A big win. Just a really big win over the tag team champions and Roman Reigns, the Shield. Anyway, folks, remember we have the World Heavyweight Championship match. Daniel Bryan versus Edge. Also a triple threat. #1 contenders match for the U.S. title. Superstars of today rolls on.